Um, this nigga anymore. The tables have turned. I don't know what it was. I don't even know why this came up in my feed. Like I said, I literally put blockers on where I'm like, I don't want to see content from this person. I don't know. I thought I unfollowed. Anyway, I just watched an interview with Chris Brown and some other guy, and I feel like this is. I feel like we kind of needed to see. Maybe not we. Maybe not me. I don't think this content is not for me. I'm like really highly convinced this man is not making content for me. I am not the target demographic here. So like it just doesn't matter, but I will say I appreciate like the honesty from Chris Brown. My favorite moments were him like having a fuckboy flashback where he was like remembering smashing dude's girl. That was hilarious to watch. My all-time favorite moment is when bro is talking. He doesn't even realize that, like, I guess high school is 4 years, so it's like him remembering being in high school for 4 years. So basically, he was in the mental retardation class. He has 6 students in a bus. It gets better though, because Chris is like, "Were you in Gorilla's class?" And then they put a picture of Gorilla, and yes, I this is a real thing. Like, I also knew people. They had these like small schools. So I went to Berkeley High School, which is in like the Bay Area in Berkeley, and I was an academic choice. It's like a choice they give you where you could take a variety of classes. So like three of my classes were like advanced placement classes, and all the other ones I just took a bunch of art electives, so like dance production, the cinematography class. Anyway, there are a lot of people though who are in this small school called CPA, and people called it like the Colored People's Academy. So it's basically like a cluster of kids who like all. I'm not gonna say they're academically struggling, but I do think comparatively to like general pop, they were struggling academically, and they all. It was like 26 of them, and they would all go through classes together. I feel like there's a need for certain spaces like this where like you might not like, because Berkeley High School's, I wouldn't say it's like a primarily white institution, but most likely I think it is probably like 70% white and then a variety of other, but the other is also like international. So like we did have students from like Dubai, students from all over Africa, students from all over Latin America, but like a lot of American white students. Anyway, I'm not sure if the demographics have changed. The point being though, given that there's so many white American students, and like there's a real thing about primarily white institutions, it wasn't like a segregated society necessarily, but social class is definitely important here. And so like the reason they need a school like CPA is because some people of color don't know how to like integrate with like mainstream society. The regular culture of the school is almost so overwhelming because the school is so large, so they need like a smaller space to like just have like only colored people only doing this, having classes that are like a little bit easier than like the other classes that are offered to the general population. I thought it was funny that they kind of made a little joke about that. Maybe it wasn't a joke, maybe all of this was just for show. Also, it was funny when dude brought the script from Friday and started reading it. I thought that was funny. There are a lot of moments here that were very funny. So I just want to talk about the fact that that happened, and that was actually funny. Also, Chris Brown showing his baby, his little middle school picture, very funny. Um, I don't know. Maybe Chris Brown is getting to. Maybe there's a couple things though, because and now here's a thing that I think is important to distinguish. Some things could be other people saying shit, right, and then them making this entire um cascade effect with like talking shit and berating him, when in reality he's just putting out, like, to me, from all of the music that I've heard from him growing up, he gives just fuck boy, like, I'm gonna smash pretty girls on Monday, Tuesday, on every day of the week. And he's just been going about this for like years, decades. And like, if you are female and you are pretty and you're a consumer of Chris Brown's music, that it doesn't really feel like there's an issue here. Like, he's like the fuck boy, the straight fuck boy of R&B, and I don't know, he gets the spot. So Yeah, I don't. I think what would be incredible and what would be like useful right now if like Chris Brown, Drake, and Blueface all put out a track called "Fuck Boys" and they just started just rapping about their like conquests of just mastering all things. I think that would be the track of 2024 that we need. Fuck Boys. Like from California to Dubai, Houston to Switzerland. These men are gonna take your woman, everything. Take all the things. That's what this interview was giving me. It was a lot of swag of like. I thought it was hella funny too. It's like if you were not singing, what would you be doing? He was like, I would be in jail. All I got is singing. I needed to hear that. That's like that's good to know. That actually changes a lot of my ideology about who he is as a person, like, and how much music does mean to him and like what it means to him. I don't know. I feel like this might have been the first time I saw Chris Brown as like a full kind of like I saw his humanity come out and I think I needed to see that. So, yeah.